Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new video. Today, me and Anthony will be giving you guys our authentic Saturday night's main event predictions. As we all know, we are on the road to the Royal Rumble, and our first stop is the Saturday night's main event card, which is a three-match card. Probably going to include some sort of promo in there, I would assume, as well, like they usually do. But with no further ado, me and Anthony are going to start with probably. I would assume this might start the night. I don't know. I'm just gonna put it there, but Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. As we all know, the women's tag team titles are on the line for this match. Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez got their number one contenders match a few weeks back, so we've already been kind of talking about this match already prior to this, but if I'm making a simple prediction here, I've said it before. I really don't think we're going to see a title change just yet with this tag team of Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. I think it's a little bit too early to pull the plug. Maybe I'm wrong on that because they pulled the plug on Maxine Dupree, but that's kind of a different situation. But I think it's going to be a really good match. I just ultimately think Rhea Ripley and Io Sky are going to overpower Roxanne Perez and Liv Morgan unless there's some outside interference that happens, which there probably is going to be with Raquel Rodriguez. But I think ultimately we're going to see the women's tag team titles get retained here. But I'll pass it to Anthony.
Yeah, I think here I gotta agree with you. I don't think they're taking the belts off of Rio quite yet. The only possible reason I could see it happening is if they want to continue the feud with the Kabuki Warriors. I could possibly see them costing them the match. Um, but the same thing also goes to the other side too. Obviously, Raquel has seemed to be falling out of line with Judgment Day. Her kind of going for singles gold. So maybe we see her kind of cause a not on purpose, but be the reason that Liv and Roxanne end up losing this match, which would just cause more tension in the Judgment Day. But short answer, give me Rio retaining here. I think they're gonna hold these belts for quite a while, even maybe like until WrestleMania. So they're definitely not dropping it yet.
Yeah, and as we move down this card, this actually probably, I think this is the shortest card match wise, unless they add something quick on SmackDown or sometime this week. I don't think they're going to, but moving down the card, we have the second match, which is honestly going to be pretty entertaining. I think this whole card overall is probably one of the top Saturday night's main event cards on paper that we've gone in a while. But that is the match between Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu. We know that they've had their issues. Just recently, Jacob Fatu costing Cody Rhodes the undisputed championship in the 3 Stages of Hell match. So obviously, we knew this match was going to happen. I don't know the path they're going to go with this. I think Jacob is going to win. I think Jacob's the smarter decision here to win. Um, I understand that Cody losing back to back wouldn't be a really good look, but I think you have to give Jacob the win here, just based off of he obviously had that injury to his mouth, I think it was, that he just came back from. And I think getting a win over Cody would be huge for his chances, as we get to the Royal Rumble and we get to the Elimination Chamber based on who wins the Rumble in 2 weeks here. But I think Jacob Fatu is going to win here, and I think we might start to see glimpses of this potential Cody Rhodes heel run. I don't know if they're going to pull the trigger yet on that, but because we've seen glimpses before, Cody kind of crashing out. I think Jacob Fatu pinning him would be a smart move here. So I'm going to go Jacob Fatu over Cody Rhodes for this one.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think Jacob Fatu easily, well, not easily, but I think he's going to destroy Cody Rhodes. I think he's going to go and be the Samoan werewolf that we know. He's just going to completely beat Cody. And I actually do think they're going to pull the trigger on Cody Rhodes turning heel. Given the fact that, if you remember, last year at the Chamber is when John Cena turned heel. So if they have Cody Rhodes turn heel at the Chamber, which takes place in February, I think that would be very poetic of them to do, kind of leading into WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes heading in there as the heel. It'll be the first time we've seen that on WWE programming, and I think it's time. He's been the biggest babyface in the company now for. He returned when 2022, so he's been a babyface now for like almost 4 years. So I think it's time to give him this heel run. What will he look like as a heel? I don't know, but I think it'll be great. And having Jacob Fatu win this match will just further plant the seeds to that heel turn.
Yeah, and just for everyone watching, just before we get into the final match we can talk about here, just make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Also the like button, as we are on the road now to 1,000 subs. We appreciate you all. And also down below in the description will be our Instagram and TikTok, which is also just over the top talk, where we're pumping out rails probably every single day, probably like 1 to 2, 2 to 3, but we make sure there's always something on our Instagram, TikTok pretty much every day. So we'd appreciate if you would follow us on there, as we are also just growing and grinding over on there on those platforms as well. And also our newest addition, we made a Twitch. We've started streaming. We just don't. Our streaming schedule right now is kind of all over the place with our school schedules and all that. So our Twitch link will be down below as well, which is Over the Top Talk. And with no further ado, we'll get into the final match we can talk about for this card, which is the 4-way match between Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, Damian Priest, and Trick Williams, which we all know the winner of that goes on to face Drew McIntyre for the WWE title at the Royal Rumble, which I think just putting all 4 of these guys in a match is an amazing decision by Triple H. When I look at this, I really don't know who's going to win, because I really don't think there's anybody who can count out, because there's a lot of talent in there. Obviously, Sami Zayn kind of has that thing where he's never pinned Drew McIntyre, or I don't think he has. Then just across from him, Damian Priest, which he's also had his battles with Drew McIntyre. So is Randy Orton, and the newest addition of the roster, Trick Williams. So when I look at this match, there's honestly it's honestly like anyone could win this, like 25% chance for everybody. Which is why I kind of had a tough, when I was thinking about who's going to win this match earlier, it's kind of having a tough, I was kind of just Xing people out. And I think if I'm kind of going and looking at the talent in here, I think it's a little bit too early for Trick Williams to compete for a title. So we kind of see, obviously Trick Williams, amazing crowd pop, amazing, performances. I just think it's a little bit too early for him. Then I look at Damian Priest, who's had his issues with Drew in the past. I don't think they're going to go the Damian Priest row at the Royal Rumble. So I kind of numbered it down to Randy Orton and Sami Zayn winning this. And ultimately, my prediction from the start, I think they're going to go the Randy Orton route here. I'm going to take Randy Orton in this 4-way. And I think my prediction from months ago, I think Sami Zayn's going to get that Rumble win, because I think that kind of builds a better story to Mania. Like I just mentioned, he's never beaten Drew McIntyre. So I think they want that story going into WrestleMania, and that's why I think Sami Zayn's going to win the Rumble. And I think they're going to give Randy Orton this win here. And I think this is going to be, when I look at the matches, I think this is going to be one of the best ones on the card, just because of the massive amount of talent that's in that match. So yeah, I'm going to be taking Randy Orton for this one.
All right. Yeah, I feel the same way about you with like the mix up here. It's really tricky to think of who is going to win this match, because each of the 4 members have a solid case to win. Obviously you have Trick, who's the newest call up, and him getting this opportunity right off the gate would be a very, very big thing for his career, momentum wise. Damian Priest has had countless matches with Drew McIntyre. They had that massive feud. Randy Orton, they go way back with their battles. And he's obviously a great choice. He's always in that main event scene looking for the hunt. And Sami Zayn, that's the weird one for me because Sami Zayn's never beat Drew McIntyre, like you said. He's beloved extremely in Saudi Arabia. Um, so it's tricky because would they want him to win the Rumble or would they want him to face Drew in this match? Personally, I am also. Hmm, it's tricky because I'm like extremely 50-50 with this, with between Sami Zayn and Randy Orton because they're both very great contenders for this match. They are both neck and neck in my opinion, but I think just for the sake of it being in Saudi Arabia and the Rumble happening there, I do believe that Sami Zayn should win the Rumble. So I'm taking Randy Orton to win this match. I think it's going to be a great match. Like I said, they have history, and Randy Orton getting title shots will never get old. He deserves it, and if he wins, that would just be even crazier. So I'm locking in Randy Orton for the win.
Yeah, and as we all know, uh, once we're through with Saturday night's main event, like we just talked about, we'll be on the road to the Rumble, which you guys will also see content from us on this channel. We'll be making our Royal Rumble predictions very soon on
Yeah.
here. Other than that, like I said, we'd appreciate it if you would drop a sub down below, also like, and all of our links will be down in the description. Like I said, mainly the TikTok, Instagram, and Twitch will be Over the Top Talk.
Yes,
Link
sir.
down below. We'd appreciate if you would follow us on there, as we'll be pumping out pretty much daily rails related to the Rumble, other stuff. And with no further ado, we're on the road to the Rumble. We're on the road to the Chamber, and this is honestly the best season to be a WWE content creator. So,
Oh
with no
yeah.
further ado, I appreciate y'all for watching, and
Thank
we'll
you
catch you
guys.
guys in the next one. Thank you, everybody.